Welcome to Ross channel. Today we solve some verbal questions based on the concepts learned so far. See this question, a man traveled towards north 40 kilometers and from there he traveled towards south 90 kilometers. How far is he from the starting point? That is the question. Okay. Here we have the two words north and south. Whenever we hear the word north and south, yes, you are right. North is the positive sign, south is a negative sign. And east is a positive sign, west is a negative sign. That we discussed already. Can we apply this here to declare the final answer? Let's see after the work or during the work. Let me draw a small picture for the concept given here. Suppose this is the point A. His starting point. He started from A point. He moved towards north 40 kilometers. Okay. 40 kilometers. And he is at B now. Again from B, he moved 90 kilometers towards the south from B point. This is the return journey. He is here now at C. This is 90 kilometers. Okay. The question is, how far is he from A? From A. If I use the positive negative sign, suppose he moved towards north positive, okay, minus 40, sorry, plus 40, move towards south negative, so minus 90. Since both are unlike, if I do my zero sense, I get minus 50. I end up my answer, he is minus 50 kilometers from the starting point. How minus 50 kilometers? Do you say I traveled minus 100 kilometers towards south or 100 kilometers towards south? 100 kilometers towards south. You do not add the sign also to the answer. So, though we deal the negative and positive, we don't express the answer along with the sign in some cases. That is the sixth sense or seventh sense. Okay. In this question, we say he is 50 kilometers from the starting point, not minus 50 kilometers. Okay. Whether it is south or north, east or west, this is the answer. Irrespective of the direction, irrespective of the sign of the integer, we answer in such a way. We don't take them as positive is 40, negative is 90. Okay. This is a common sense question, not the integer based question. Don't confuse. But how to answer this? Okay. I drew the diagram for information sake. Since it is 40 up to here, so this is 40 kilometer, this is 50 kilometer. The total is 90 kilometers. Okay. How to answer this question? Since we assigned A for the starting point, B for the first ending point, C the terminal point. Write the same. AB or AB is equal to 40 kilometers. Okay. And BC 90 kilometers. In BC, it includes BA also. So BA or AB. So AB plus AC is equal to 90. Therefore, AB plus AC together is called BC. I showed. This is the AB part. This is the AP part, together AC part. Let me write AB value under AB, that is 40. And AC I want. I know the BC also 90. Now we can get AC by transposing 90 towards right side. That is equal to 50 kilometers. So AC is the distance the position of the person from the beginning point. That is the end statement. Therefore, A is 50 kilometers away from the starting point. Okay, don't carry the word north, south, east, west, any direction in your answer. Just give a specified letter or the starting point, ending point, and end up in a simplified way. This is what? This is understanding. We follow the negative, minus, and positive plus, north plus, south minus, east, west. You confuse? It's not the purpose of giving this question. How the student react this question in a natural way or by taking the concept all from the integer. Clear? There's one more interesting question. In this question, there are two objects at two different places vertically at a particular point on the sea. On the sea. That is, one is plane, other is the submarine. Let me write. Let me draw a picture to understand. Here also we have two words, above and below, to confuse you. Whenever we see the above word, we print plus sign before the integer. The same way for below, the negative sign before the integer. But the question is how far they are each other. That means the distance between the two objects vertically is questioned here. If we follow the word above and below to assign a particular sign to the numbers plus and minus, do you get the answer? Let's see here, but let me draw the diagram here. This is the sea level. Sea level, there is a plane above the sea level, okay, and it is flying above the sea at 1000 meters, okay, and also there is a submarine okay, it is moving at a depth of 1500 meters. Of course, here they use the word above and below. Above and below. Of course, it is flying above the sea, it is moving below the sea. No doubt, it's not wrong by using the above and below. But you assign in your calculation, since it is above plus 1000, since it is below, we assign minus 1500. When you deal by a pair of negative integers, you remain with minus 500. Do you say they are at a distance of, or the distance between is 500 meters? No, no. Here we don't mind the positive, negative, we don't mind they are above or below. From here to here, we know this is the total distance from the plane to the submarine, that is the total distance, vertically 2500 meters. So here also, of course, it is necessary to use the word above and below, but we should not take the words above and below in your mind to give a sign to the integer plus and minus. Okay, here we use the word, the position of plane above sea level is equal to 1000 meters. Don't give plus or minus, though you have the word. Better draw the diagram in your answer book also, to make the examiner understand you. That means you understood the concept because you did not give the plus and minus on here. In the same way, position of submarine below sea level 1500 meters. Therefore, distance between them is equal to sum of the distances simply. 1000 meters plus 1500 meters, you get that 2500 meters. Don't subtract the integers. And also you can show the same here. The total distance 2500 meters. Okay. The diagram gives a lot of information to the examiner about you. So whenever there is a chance to draw a diagram, there is an importance to draw the diagram. Don't ignore, don't be lazy, don't be hurry in skipping to the next question in the examination. Okay, this is very important question, and many people observe, they answer these questions wrongly. The diagram important, diagram and the position of the submarine and plane words are important, or distance, the total. There is no negative number here in such questions. When they move north, south, east, west, above, below, all are positive. All are positive. I give one more question of the same kind now. Okay, it is also the same kind of question, but here the two persons are on the land only. No one is in the air, no one is under the ground. That means under the water. The person A moving towards east 15 meters and person B moving towards west 20 meters. What is the distance between them? If you follow the word east and west to assign a letter sign positive and negative, as I said earlier, you won't read the answer. Here also a diagram supports your answer very well. Suppose imagine the point O is the initial point, there is starting point. A to move towards east, how long? 15 meters. So he reached B. Okay, sorry. He reached point P, that is 15 meters. So this is the distance moved by A. Now B started from the same point, moved towards west 20 meters. Of course he reached Q, 20 meters. Now the question is about the distance between P and Q. It is the sum of 20 and 15, 35 meters. Okay, very simple, same as the plane and submarine question. I hope you can write the statement. Here you don't use the word position. Okay, write the statement as it is, or distance moved by. Moved by A is equal to 15 meters, because you not mention the direction in which side you moved, because you mentioned here, or you may mention here, this is A, this is B. Okay, your picture gives a lot of information about your mind to the examiner. I told you already. You not mention the direction in your statement. A distance moved by B is 20 meters. Finally, distance between them is 15 meters and 20 meters, together 35 meters. See how simple the answer this question. How simple? It is simple if you draw a diagram. Okay, these questions are very important, not for examination, to understand, to train your mind. Okay, again I repeat, don't study everything for examination. For knowledge you study, with a passion you study. Okay, we solve some more questions in our next video. Thank you for watching.